Good evening, I'm Keisha Butts with the CTV News Update. The time has come for young children to get COVID-19 vaccinations. Beginning today, mobile vaccination clinics will open up at elementary and high schools across the county. Parents can bring their 5 to 11-year-olds to clinics to receive Pfizer's kid-sized shots. The clinics will run Monday to Friday during after-school hours. Dr. George Askew is encouraging parents to get their children vaccinated.
I've been in situations where I've actually seen children who did not receive vaccines for vaccine preventable diseases and the outcomes for some of those kids. And it's heartbreaking. And I don't want to see that kind of heartbreak with respect to COVID when we have a vaccine that's effective and available.
Vaccinations are also available at the Wayne K. Curry Sports and Learning Complex. To sign your child up, visit mypgc.us/COVID vaccine. The county's youngest residents are rolling up their sleeves for vaccines at the Sports and Learning Complex. This is the scene this morning where children 5 years and older received their coronavirus shots. So far, the Prince George's Health Department reports more than 63,000 people ages 12 to 19 have received at least one dose of the vaccine. Parents tell us they're thrilled their kids can return to normal.
He'd previously done scouts and a couple other activities, and we've kind of put that on hold until he could get vaccinated. And we do have a more at-risk adult in our home, so we obviously don't want to bring that home to her either. So this is going to hopefully give us a little more confidence in going out places.
As soon as they are fully vaccinated, I will have no hesitation in having them do all of the old things that they used to do, like inside, no masks, all of that. So that's exciting.
The health department has extended its hours. For more information, visit the website on your screen. Meantime, here are the latest COVID-19 numbers for our area. The state health department has identified 555 new cases. The positivity rate in Prince George's County is at 2.44%. 14 Marylanders have died of the disease since yesterday. 526 remain in the hospital. A student is stabbed at a Montgomery County high school this morning, forcing students to shelter in place. It happened at Montgomery Blair High School in Silver Spring around 10 o'clock. Investigators say the incident unfolded during a fight between two boys in the parking lot. Police say the boys' injuries are non-life-threatening. The search for the suspect continues. You're watching CTV News. I'm Keisha Butts. Coming up, WSSC gets ready for cold weather water main breaks. Stay with us.
Mr. Rogers said, look for the helpers. You can always find people who are helping. Thank you to all the first responders who put their lives in danger to help us when my brothers and sisters and mom and dad and grandpa and grandma need them. We look out for the helpers because they look out for us.
Thank you, first responders.
There's a rewarding feeling you get when you do, hey man, I just, we carried a lady out of a fire,
This is what I signed up for as a first responder, and this is what I love to do. And I'm going to continue going to work day in and day out and providing help to those that need it.
Thank you, first responders.
Thank you, first responders. We need you. We wanted to let you know how much we appreciate you.
Be safe, look after yourself, and look after one another. Thanks.
Welcome back. The temps may reach the upper 60s this week, but WSSC Water was out today demonstrating what can happen when the temperature drops. The utility says more than 60% of water main breaks and leaks occur November through February. Repair crews gave a behind-the-scenes look at the tools and technology needed to keep our water flowing.
Until we get the water off, we won't know how many customers are impacted by a break. So that's step number one. And then step number two is to fix it, whether you fix it with the clamp or you have to cut the pipe out and replace a whole section of pipe.
The crew will try to isolate the break, and that requires shutting valves. And then once they shut the valves down and locate the leak through the inspection, then they can make the repair. They determine what kind of leak they're dealing with, and that will determine what type of repair or replacement will have to be made.
Today's demonstrations took place at WSSC's Anacostia Maintenance Facility in Hyattsville. The Prince George's County Council is asking for the public's input as it prepares to vote on a new redistricting map. The public hearing and vote are scheduled for Tuesday, November 16th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The council is considering a plan put forth by the Redistricting Commission and another more controversial plan that was proposed by Councilmember Derek Davis. To take part in the virtual hearing, go to the website at the bottom of your screen. Again, the hearing is Tuesday, November 16th at 3 p.m. Meantime, this evening, be sure to catch a gubernatorial forum on Maryland's Latino community. 5 candidates who plan to run for governor in 2022 will discuss issues pertinent to the state's Hispanic population. The forum is sponsored by the Maryland Legislative Latino Caucus and will be moderated by CTV senior reporter Patricia Vallone. You can catch tonight's debate live at 7 p.m. on Facebook at MD Latino Caucus. You can also register on Zoom at the link on your screen. Simultaneous Spanish translation is also available. The U.S. is lifting travel restrictions for fully vaccinated international travelers today. You may remember the U.S. closed its borders to travelers right at the beginning of the pandemic to 33 countries, including Mexico, Canada, and most of Europe. Now, non-U.S. citizens coming to the States by plane must show proof of vaccinations and must submit a negative COVID-19 test. Experts say travelers could possibly see longer lines and delays at airports. The deadline for federal employees to get vaccinated is today. President Joe Biden announced the mandate back in September. Federal workers who have not complied could face disciplinary action as early as Tuesday. Contractors with federal government have until January 4th to get fully vaccinated. Still to come on CTV News tonight, a big win for the Bowie State Bulldogs. Stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. The County Health Department is reminding residents that the open enrollment period for 2022 health insurance is underway. Individuals looking for new savings, health plan upgrades, or to make changes can do so until January 15th. Officials say passage of the American Rescue Plan created more affordable plans. Last year, a record number of people signed up for insurance through Maryland Health Connection. Enrollment is open to county residents between the ages of 18 to 64. For more information or to set up an appointment, go to the website listed on the bottom of your screen. In transit news, the stalled Purple Line is back on track. Managers of the light rail system have chosen Maryland Transit Solutions to complete the project. Work is expected to begin in the spring. Construction on the 16-mile line connecting Prince George's and Montgomery counties came to a halt last year after delays and legal wrangling added more than $500 million to the total cost. The Native American Cinema Showcase returns as a virtual program featuring 47 films, including 7 features and 40 shorts. More than half are either directed, co-directed, or produced by women, and about 20 indigenous languages are spoken in the films. The showcase provides a unique forum for expression of indigenous filmmakers who come from 39 Native nations in 13 countries.
Some of those stories all have messages of strength and resilience, basically in every aspect of the film. And within those films, they have bits and roots of activism. So whether it's through language revitalization, building community, or even relationship with the land. So every story featured this year, every film has its own unique story, its own unique voice, all told from the perspective of Native people and its communities.
The Native Cinema Showcase runs from November 12th through the 18th. For more information, log on to nmai.brand.live. The Bowie State Bulldogs football team won their 8th straight game on Saturday, crushing Elizabeth City State 79-6. They finished the regular season with an undefeated record in the CIAA for the second straight season. The Bulldogs forced a turnover on the kickoff return to set up their second touchdown of the game on a 23-yard pass from junior quarterback Larry Williams to sophomore Quincy Hall. Bowie State's running game added 8 more touchdowns on the day, led by senior Khalil Wilkins, rushing for 3 scores in the first half. The Bulldogs put up a school record 596 yards of offense. Next Saturday, the Bulldogs will look to win their 3rd straight CIAA title in the championship game on Saturday against the Fayetteville State Broncos. Other football news, it was a disappointing weekend for the Terps hosting Penn State. The Terps turned a competitive game into a loss. Maryland committed several turnovers and lost 31-14.
It was a competitive game. Our team continues to be competitive. They continue to fight and play with great effort, but the winning formula is not turning the ball over and winning the big play battle, and we didn't do that today.
On the interception, that's just, a nice play by their safety. He read my eyes and I threw it to the undercross. That's just my fault.
Just some missed assignments and blown coverages. Just better communication along just from the D-line to the linebackers to the back end safeties and cornerbacks. We defense played hard, but it was too many mistakes. So, like I said, we just got to build off of that and just correct the mistakes and go into next week with a different mindset.
The Terrapins take on Michigan State next weekend. And now for the community calendar. If you still have questions regarding COVID-19, you're not alone. The Maryland-based nonprofit Elevate Her is hosting a webinar to address questions about the pandemic and vaccines in the Black community. Hear from health experts, school leaders, and more tonight, November 8th, starting at 6:30 p.m. Register for the free meeting on Eventbrite. For more information, send an email to the address on your screen. And now for the weather forecast tonight, mostly clear with a low around 44. Tuesday and Wednesday sunny with the daytime temps reaching the high 60s. Thursday, Veterans Day, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and a low around 55. And that wraps up your CTV News update. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Keisha Butts. Have a good night.